Hello everyone, my name is Nathan, and it is that time of year again where we have to go ahead and sweep our chimney. One downside to burning a fossil fuel stove, but the upside is really good warm BTUs that cost you barely anything. So we have to get up on the roof, and I'm going to be doing this all POV style for you. I thought since I got the Insta360 Go 2, it'd be fun to go ahead and try to get some fun shots, something maybe you've never seen before when it comes to sweeping a chimney. Also, I have 3 tips to making a chimney sweep go a lot quicker. I made this little carrying thing for my chimney sweep poles and brush. So that just slides into this nice piece of PVC. I got some straps on it so it can sling over my back. If you want to know how to make one of these, I will tack how I made mine onto the end of this video. So stick around to see how to make one of these for yourself. It only costs like maybe 10 bucks. So a lot easier, a lot safer to have this on my back than trying to carry this up the ladder and juggle that and stay safe climbing a ladder. So safety first. So this just goes around and straps to my back like that. It's almost like an arrow quiver for, like, you know, an archer. Okay, time to get up there on the roof. Before I go the whole way up to the chimney, I should let you know I have a 25-foot chimney, so I only need 4 poles, and it's a 5.5-inch diameter chimney liner, so I had to get a 6-inch brush and cut it down to be 5.5 inches. Bonus tip, always wear gloves. I wear those, that way I don't get soot all over my hands, and this is the first time I've actually used this, and so far it is great. One little thing that I like about this too is I have designed it so you can kind of sling it around the chimney and then it'll hold the poles for you, and you'll have to figure out where to put the poles at the top of the peak. Now that I got my quiver for my poles up onto the chimney, I'm going to go ahead and attach my Insta360 Go onto the pole so we can get a nice up close view. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put this in a plastic baggie, and then I'm going to tape the snot out of it to this pole here. And I also got a light, which I already put in this little baggie here, and that should help illuminate everything for this tiny lens that's on here. I'm gonna drop the Insta360 Go into the plastic bag, make sure it's nice and tight and that there's no creases over the lens, or like very minimal creases I should say. And then we'll put this little action mount around it. I made this little rig with a little angle bracket, so I'll be able to attach that on there, tighten her down, and we should be good to go. I also got a rubber band here. That rubber band is going to go around the end of the plastic bag to make sure no soot gets down in there and ruin my nice new camera. There we go. So that's my little rig to keep my camera safe and to connect it to, haha, don't drop it, keep it safe, right? Keep it safe. Electrical tape time. Connect it to the pole. Tear that off, and that should do it. I mean, like, that's not going anywhere. Now it's time to put the light on. Doesn't have to be too fancy, and voila. I would say that's going to work just fine. Hopefully this is all worth the amazing shots. I mean, as amazing as inside of a chimney sweeping could be. So now let's actually get to the sweeping part. Okay, this is nasty. That I'm going to have to take down onto the ground and knock out and use a wire brush to get all that creosote out of there. Look how gross that is. It is definitely time to be sweeping this chimney. The Go 2 is connected and now recording. I also got my GoPro up here to get an extra fun POV shot. Now I got to figure out where the switch is under here. Oh, there it is. Light is on and away we go. Next pole, screw it on, and I forgot to put my gloves on. Let's keep going. I have to say, the nice thing is if I would lose the Go 2 in the chimney, well, I just go to the very bottom and open it up and pull it out. So that's a plus. I can no longer see the lights at the end of the tunnel. I think I'm almost as far down as I can go. Yep. All right. 4 out. Hey, I see the light again. Well, the bag on my light tore, but thankfully the bag around the camera is still good. We'll just have to see what the footage looks like and if it was actually worth doing this. And I'll get Haley to review that with me. If you're wondering, hey, where's Haley? Well, she'll enjoy reviewing this with me and kind of giving her feedback. But quickest way back down into the basement to the wood stove is like Santa does, through the chimney. There you are. Hey, I found you. Whoa. Wow, that is a lot of ash and creosote. Now that we're all back inside, there is tip number 2 that I want to share with you. And that is actually something I did before I even got up on the roof. I closed all of the drafts on my stove. So I closed any front drafts, any back drafts, any flue drafts, anything that you have on your stove, close all those up and then leave your chimney pipe attached. That way, as you're brushing, you don't go and put all the soot into the room where your stove is. And then when I'm done brushing, as you saw, I pulled off the stovepipe and then all of the creosote and ash and soot that I just swept out of the chimney just came to the very bottom. And then from there, we go to step number 3, or I should say tip number 3, and that is have yourself an ash vacuum. If you don't have one of these, you can purchase them on Amazon, or like I did, I found mine at my local hardware store. These are really handy because it doesn't blow the really fine soot all throughout your room. It has like a very high density filter, and it also allows you to suck up hot ash. So let's grab my ash vacuum and go ahead and start sweeping out the soot and the creosote that is here at the bottom of the chimney. There we go. The only other things I want to do while I have my flue pipe off is check that out and make sure there's no creosote buildup in that. And I will also clean down in where the flue pipe enters the stove and get that all cleaned out. And then we should be good to go. And now I'm going to show Haley some of the footage and see what she thinks of it. Alright, so Haley is over here watching the chimney sweeping clip. What do you think so far?
It's dark. No, it's great. It's great. It was more fun when I could see the brush going down. It's kind of disappeared. But it's great.
So
Cool.
Yeah. It's a lot of scraping.
It is, yeah. It took forever to get down there too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I even cut out all of the attaching of the poles. That took even longer.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Oh, like as you were going, you had to attach poles.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
It was exciting.
Yeah.
Exciting.
it was a little less dramatic than I kind of
Yeah.
anticipated. I expected to see more chunks of creosote and ash flying, but it was just floating everywhere.
Yeah. I expected you to find some ancient artifact or something.
Well,
Didn't find that though.
Actually, I was expecting to find a hole in the chimney liner, so I'm glad we did not find that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always fun to do a POV shot of something you normally don't see, kind of like how last winter I did the POV of shooting a GoPro out of a snowblower.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
So hopefully you found this entertaining, just seeing a different perspective when it comes to sweeping a chimney, and also the 3 tips that I was able to give you. Hopefully you found those helpful. Now, I did promise you that if you'd stick to the end of the video, you would get to see how to make your own chimney sweeping pole quiver.
Everyone needs one.
Yes, everyone, because they are handy and they keep you safe when you're climbing up a ladder onto your roof.
If you have a chimney.
If you have a chimney, yes.
You don't need one if you don't have a chimney.
If you don't have a chimney, why are you watching this? Just for the fun of POV, I guess?
Of us.
Oh, or because of us, yes. So anyway, here you go. Learn how to make one of those chimney sweeping pole quivers right now. You will need all that you see here, which includes a PVC end cap, nylon straps long enough to fit around you, and these 2 kinds of buckles. First, you'll want to cut the nylon strap in half. Then, singe the end caps with a flame to prevent fraying. Put your PVC end cap onto the pipe. I used 1.5" PVC that I already owned and cut it to be 5 foot long. Next, connect the buckles to the end of both straps. I used 2 tabber buckles to help terminate the ends of the straps, but this probably isn't needed. The snap buckle would have been just fine on its own. From there, wrap one end of the strap around the pipe about a foot from the end and screw it fast with a screw and washer. I then did a test fit to find out where the other end of the strap should be connected to the pipe, and then attached that end the same way as the other. Once the straps were connected, I did a final fitting, and it worked with no adjustments needed. I loaded the chimney sweeping poles into the quiver, which is where they are permanently stored now, and I was ready to go. See, like I said, simple and easy.
So that was fascinating.
Yeah.
I'm going to make one now.
I mean, it was really easy to make one, so there you go. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you've yet to subscribe to our channel, please consider doing so. And until next time,
So long.
farewell.
Namarugi.
Hello everyone, my name is Nathan, and it is the time of year again. Carrying thing for my Well, that was great. Is it safe? It is still working. That is really all for this video.
I'm sorry, my foot distracted us.
Yes. She's down here just like wiggling it. Obviously, I did not go down the chimney. I'm going back down the roof. You know, joys of editing and doing fun things for YouTube means you guys typically don't see all of this, you know, behind the scenes stuff like me having to do this normally, like climb back down and go into the basement.